Okay, it's 7 o'clock, and I'm waiting for Mr. Bob Hickman to call. It is June 22nd, 2018, my mother's birthday, and my spirit guide's ready to talk to me. I don't know how this is going to work. I have Skype on. Oh, I see a phone call coming in. Hello, this is Jim.
Hello, Jim. This is Bob Hickman. How are you?
Bob, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. I had you here on my schedule for your reading.
Yes.
Yay, well, I'm excited about having the chance to sit down with you. This is your first time sitting with me, isn't it?
This is, yes. It is my first time sitting with you, yes. Mm-hmm.
All right, good. Well, I'm just glad you're here. And let me tell you how we're going to work today. Every psychic's different.
Yes.
And, what I like to do is I thought we would start off the reading. I wanted to lead us through a little meditation.
Sure.
That helps me to in my channel. So I'm going to lead us through that.
Absolutely.
And then I'll bring us back. And when we come back, I'll be open and receive. All right, you with me? Well, I tell you, Jim, I love to peace never lasts. Because as soon as I'm in that center place, starts Fletcher. Because he's back here yelling. He's like, I'm like, all right, Fletcher. He's here all wound up.
Nice. Okay. Hi, Fletcher.
All right. Now, don't be too nice to him, Jay. He'll think he's important,
That's fine.
Anyways, and I always say it's true. I say, I must have some bad karma because most psychics get ascended masters. And here my guide is an old drunk World War I party boy. All he does is drink beer and chase women all day.
Not anymore. That's a past life now.
Well, I don't know. The way some days he acts. Well, anyways, I'm glad you're here, and he is too. And I want to just walk closer into your light here. Give me just a moment as I move forward. Just take me into this vibrational field. Oh, isn't this interesting? Jim, right now as I'm walking into your light, you've got an aura that's literally, it's like a light is spinning around you in whirling motions, like a hurricane or a tornado, which is really interesting. And the colors in this, I'll explain what this is in just a minute, but this whirling motion has a lot of colors in it too. You've got a lot of blue in your aura right now, and I'm getting some gold light, some silver, and some like magenta and purple colored light as well. And what's really nice is your frequency colors show that you've got literally a high energy frequency. It's interesting because when I step back here in your energy field, I want to go back like the last 6 months really here. I feel like you've been literally walking a tightrope, It's like I'm about to move forward, and it's like, should I risk walking forward? Maybe I'll fall off the tightrope. But what's really nice is right now you're at a place where Spirit is coming in to bring really great transformation power for you. To me about the month of August around you here. And it looks like as we go into August, this is where it's like you're kind of seizing your power, where you're coming into your greater kind of station. You've got in your aura this beautiful blue light, and this is the color I first saw when I entered your aura, and it's literally swirling. And what's interesting is it looks like as the aura swirls, it's like some of the colors are flowing downwards into the ground. And one of the colors that's flowing downwards is like you have a dark blue, like a midnight blue. That tells me that you've been in a little bit of a holding pattern here energetically. And I feel like meeting with this last few months for some major breakthrough. And I think you're gonna see some change here. Now, I have to be honest, it's probably not gonna be till around August, but when we get into August, this is is where all of this beautiful, brilliant royal blue and sky blue light come in. And for me, of gifts of opening doors of communication. And I feel like as we get into a lot of kind of networking energy over that time, and you may find very much that you're being invited into various business opportunities. Could even be some travel here. Light blue, like sky blue, is always about coming into a more active social place. So it's like you're going out, you're meeting people, and there's a lot more communication and, I would say, opportunity around you. What's really good to see is that you've got royal blue coming in here with this. Royal.
All right, I lost you. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I don't know what happened. That line just went down for some reason.
Yeah. All right, I heard you. August, opportunity, travel, coming.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of where I left off.
Okay. Now, what I was to say is also you've got a lot of royal blue here in your aura, which is really good because this means that you have gifts of communication. And Fletcher's back here, and he keeps putting in front of me like a microphone. He keeps putting a notepad. He keeps putting like a computer here. And what this means is that the spirit world is trying to work through you to get you to express yourself or tell your story. I almost feel as if like this next few months may open up an inspiration here to do some type of writing. It could be, for example, like writing a book or writing a blog or something like this. And I just want to encourage you to be open to the process of communications because your vibration shows that as you're going out and mixing with people, it's like you're drawing in people that want to hear your words. And this is one I believe actually ties into one of your major life themes, which I believe actually is a communicator life theme.
Okay.
And so I feel like from August forward, you're stepping into that whole vibration where it's like you're creating, you're manifesting, you're being seen and heard. It's a much more active time. And honestly, I'll tell you, I don't get a lot of energy around the month of July. So July is probably going to be what I call your prep time and your rest time. So July is going to be inner work month, meaning meditation, making plans. Because I feel like once you hit August, all of that energy is pushing you out into the world with your vision, with your words. Now, you do have in your vibration also, you've got a lot of yellow swirling around and magenta and purple. Let me explain what that is. Yellow, when I see that in the aura, indicates inspiration. It is like your higher mind. And I have to tell you, I feel like when I go back over this last year, it's like I feel like for some reason you may have been feeling maybe a little disconnected from your inspiration. So you might have been feeling like, I just don't have the desire to do something, or it's like, why am I not excited? And all this is about feeling excited again. So I want you to know that what your passion is, what gets you going, that is what you must pursue. I don't think must pursue. I would encourage you to pursue. I don't like to tell everybody what they have to do, but I would encourage you to really be open to that because what they're showing me is that this turning point that you're in really brings success, but it's not success that I see coming for a normal 9-to-5 job. So it's not like, well, I'm just going to get up and go to the office. This is very much a radical transition, and I feel like you're building your own company or you're building your own dream in some way. And I feel like as we go August, September, and October, that kind of 3-month window period is what I call a power time for you. And so, from August or October is where you really can kind of take some risks. Like you might want to start a company or build a partnership here with somebody, but it's very much independent focused rather than being under the control of people. And it will take off quickly, I can tell you that, because you've got a lot of magenta in your aura. Magenta, like, that color? It's like a reddish-purple sort of color.
Sure, yeah.
And this color is what I call high frequency. It means super high power, and it means you move into whatever you're working on, it progresses very rapidly. Almost in a way that like people won't believe it. It's like you could start a new company and literally like in a month you'd have like, $1 million in investors and you'd have all your upstart capital. So there's a lot of high power around you right now. And so that's why I'm saying like from August forward, I think this will make more sense then. You'll be able to literally see things manifest quickly. That's why I think it's okay to take some risks right now for you. Now, you also have in your aura here, you've got beautiful, like a royal purple light as well. Royal purple is the color of spirit. It means that you're going to be working in harmony with your higher self and with the spirit world. And so, it's like, let that power work through you. I have to tell you, Jim, when I'm standing in your aura, your frequency is very high, which for me is very nice to see, because I don't read for, I read for a lot of people. Most people are just kind of average, and it's not like that's bad, but your frequency's outside the norm.
Thank you.
Which means you have more power. Well, it's the truth, and I want you to know it, because sometimes, I think like part of the struggle here for you is that I think you're, and I say this in a good way, I think you're ahead of your time. You have very Aquarian energy around you. I'm an Aquarius, so I don't know if you're an Aquarius, but your energy is very Aquarian. And your vibration is like so far advanced. I feel like you're out ahead. And like you go to people and say, hey, I want to build this new device. I got a great technology device here. And people will go, what? That's crazy. Nobody's going to buy that. It's like you're like brilliant. And like 10 years from now, people will say, oh, we've developed this new technology. And you'll be like, shit, I did that 10 years ago, and this is where your energy is. And this is why I really encourage you, don't let anybody right now tell you to hold back. You also have in your aura, you've got silver light and gold light, okay? Silver light tells me that money is coming for you, so I am seeing financial changes here. I think that in terms of literal cash in hand, maybe closer to September until you get the actual physical money, like, wow, I'm making more. But I feel like whatever starts in August really pans out by September. So that's part of that power window period. And what's nice is you've also got gold in your aura. Golden light in the aura means that you're entering into your time to shine. It also means that there are people that are coming in to support you and to back you. And so this is what I'm saying, like from August forward, you may find that you're drawing people to you that literally have deep pockets that want to invest in you or your ideas. So definitely a transition time. Do you run your own company right now? Are you doing anything like company-wise, like building a company or anything?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I have my own small real estate company that, like what you said before, I was like, I'm not too excited about it. I do it to pay the bills, but I do have opportunity coming up in the next couple months that I hope materializes with my friend that is getting access to a lot of capital. Hopefully that happens and I travel. So.
Well, you know what? I really feel like if you follow that, that's going to be successful, because everything in your vibration is pointing to radical transition and partnerships. So you will definitely be in a position to be successful in that work with him.
Good.
So I want to encourage you, I really would give it serious, investment time,
Absolutely.
Because I think that, which is, I said, by September, you're going to get the clarity that this is really going to go forward for you. And I feel like by the time we're at the end of this year, by December, I feel like you're looking back on this last 6 months from June to December, and you're saying, damn, I accomplished more in 6 months than I did in the last 2 years.
Yeah,
See?
I hope so.
This is important. Now, let me tell you, in terms of the real estate market,
Yeah.
I've been getting a lot of calls. It's funny, I have a lot of people from real estate calling me. I don't know why. I have a lot of realtors that just feel I'm very accurate. They tell me I help them. So
Good.
one of my annual predictions, I don't know if you saw it, but back in like last year in December, January, I put out a prediction. I said, from May forward, we're going to start to see the economy grow. And I feel like you are going to be part of that prediction. Now, what's lucky for you is you've got what I call double luck, meaning that the country overall is starting to improve. And people are actually telling me that, they are seeing things improve now, which I'm glad to hear. And one of my predictions was, I said, we're going to first see it in the housing market. Now, where you are, it still may be a little slow, but I do see it growing there. And so I want to say, don't necessarily throw away your real estate business. I think you're going to be able to do both.
Yeah, okay, good.
And I think you're going to see that really start to take off. I think, July, you'll actually start to see that even before August on that front.
My friend is supposed to buy some homes if things come through, but that's in the future, hopefully, so I don't know. So I'll always have it on the side.
Very good. Well, I think right now one of the things I would really advise you to do is don't limit yourself and say, well, I can't do that because I'm doing this. I want you to stretch yourself thin. And I mean that in a good way, because I see you having, as we go forward, like I'm talking like over the next 2 years, I'm seeing literally like 5 different companies around you.
Okay.
So I feel like the real estate will be one, and this other partnership with your friend will be a whole different corporate venture.
Right.
Then I'm getting like 3 other things coming over the next year to 2 years after that. And one of the businesses that I see around you in the future also will have a spiritual element to it. You may find that over this next year that the spirit world is literally leading you into greater partnership with it. And I have to tell you, Jim, I really, and it's going to sound, I don't think it'll sound funny, but you're a channel. When I look at your aura and the way the light moves through, I'm like, you are a natural channel. And so don't be surprised if you find people coming to you literally saying, I need some spiritual help. And you'll think, why are they talking to me? I'm not a psychic. But people are going to perceive that psychic energy around you. And I want you to remember that, because the spirit world will speak for you. And if you let that happen, you're going to find you're of a lot of service to people. And I actually feel like that may develop into another business for you, such as maybe not be just doing readings. It could be doing readings, but it could also take the form of like writing books of channeled messages, or doing seminars where you're teaching people how to access their psychic selves. But there's a kind of a business that's for you, and I know that's outside of kind of the standard business world, but I think that you may find that will be a lucrative area for you as well.
Okay.
So just kind of remember, put it on the shelf for now, if that makes sense. And I always tell people I'm going to give you stuff in a reading that will sound a little funny, and then later on you'll call me up and say, God, you told me that. Now I get it, geez.
I'll be a mini Raymond Moody.
Yes, I think so.
A mini, really mini.
Well, that's all right, but everybody, that is on their life path opens up and can do great things for spirit if they're open to it. And I think you're very powerful. I love your energy, because your aura really shows me that you're, as I said, you're a natural channel. When I see the light move through somebody like it does for you, that's kind of rare, because when I read for most people, their auras are static. And that's not necessarily bad. It's just actually natural. But yours is a vibration that's moving and twirling, and it goes through you very rapidly, which tells me, wow, you got some power. Now, you also have in your aura, as I said, this golden light, which of course, as I was saying, means partnerships, and it's your time to shine. And so definitely I would be open to taking risks and expanding and stepping into a bigger venue, a bigger role. Now, as I told you, I'm getting 5 companies around you, so you'll have these 2 real estate deals. I do feel there'll be a spiritual company around you as well. And I'm also getting 2 other companies that I feel will manifest. One of them may be connected, kind of a spin-off of spiritual work, like it may be, this is going to sound strange, but it's like almost like a media venture, as if, for example, you're investing in documentaries. It might be like getting a film crew and doing a documentary that you end up pitching to like Sci-Fi Network or something like that.
I was thinking I was actually thinking of making a movie. I mean, this is one of the crazy, dreams that never happened, but like it's a spiritual movie. It's called Nasalar, which is in It was in Portuguese. It's an amazing movie.
Oh.
Nosso Lar, which means our home, and it's about Luiz who died, and he was a doctor and successful, and ended up he ended up going to purgatory, and what and he felt like he was in hell, and he said, "I was a doctor, I'm a good guy," but he drank too much, and it was considered a self-inducted suicide. So anyway, I don't want to go through it, but anyway, if that's something with that's interesting.
Well, they're showing me you working in some sort of media connection, and I feel like if you wanted to pursue that will take off.
Okay.
And then I get another company, and another company it's like producing, how do I say this? It's like spiritual devices. Like it might be type of like spiritual necklaces that people wear that bring healing or psychic induction or something like that. And I feel like it's technology that's based on ancient cultures. Like it might be you discover something through studying like ancient Egypt, and like the ancient Egyptians wore these certain copper pendants.
Right.
You may develop something like that. So that's what I'm saying. I get 5 different companies around you.
Good.
And so I think you're entering into a time of greater manifestation, but it really comes through that channeling. And so I would really say one of the things I would discourage right now is please don't just do something just because people say, oh, you should do that, it makes money. If you're not feeling it, then don't do it, because it won't work for you unless it's led by your higher self.
Right.
Okay? Now, also in that vein, you may find you get an inspiration, and people are going to say to you, oh, Jim, that's crazy. Why do you want to waste your money on that stuff? But see, they're not seeing that it's coming from spirit, so don't let anybody talk you out of something that's inspiring you.
Right.
Also. So you're definitely coming into a time of growth, a time of opportunity, definitely a time of manifestation here.
Awesome.
I'm also seeing some more travel here. Fletcher loves to, when I read, he throws paper airplanes. I see this and I'm like, what the hell is that? And I'm literally seeing a spiritual airplane fly.
Awesome. Where?
And it's funny, yeah, he's crazy like that.
Wait, does he know where? Because I know where, hopefully.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to ask
Okay.
him here. Where's he going?
That's awesome. I like Fletcher.
Yeah, they're asking me to talk to you about a few different places. There seems to be a connection coming with Southern California for you. And this may be like Los Angeles or even further south, like San Diego area. So it does look like there's some travel there that will have a business opportunity, possibly real estate connected with it also here in the next 6 months, okay? I'm also being shown around you, like Florida. Now, are you in Florida?
Well, I'm in Jacksonville, Florida, northern part, but I do travel around parts of Florida all the time.
Okay, because I want to go down, way down, like almost to the Everglades, like south Florida.
Well, I spend time in Key West, so that maybe Fletcher's talking about that, Key West.
Okay, yes, he said yes. Okay, so yeah, there's going to be some opportunity also in that part of Florida for you.
Good.
That I would encourage you to be open to business opportunities there.
That's real estate, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Okay, they're also showing me another area, which this sounds really strange, but they're showing me literally upstate New York, like near Buffalo, New York.
Okay.
I don't know what that is. It may be that you're going there for some sort of training or seminar, but there's something in literally upstate New York here for you as well. And I'm also being shown Washington, D.C. Isn't that interesting? So if you come to D.C., you'll have to look me up. I see you traveling to all of these. And I feel like whenever you get on a plane, you want to say, Spirit, are you leading this trip, And I feel like every time you're traveling, like there's this, like you might even go on a vacation. So I'm going to go down to Southern Florida just to chill out. But suddenly you get there and you're invited to a luncheon, and suddenly you're with the high-powered media brokers or
Right.
something. So be ready for that, because when Spirit's taking you now, there's a purpose behind it.
All right.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you,
So I'm
Spirit.
just being sure that I'm being shown Sedona, Arizona here for you. I'm seeing you travel to Sedona, and I do feel like you will. That won't be till in the new year, till January, February time frame.
Is that for healing? Is that for healing or just?
Well, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say, yes, there's a spiritual work that's being done. I do see you in a circle. I do feel it will be like a shamanic sort of retreat, like a Native American spirit being with you or something of that sort. So yes, healing is part of that as well. And that's the other thing I was going to say. You do have in your aura some emerald green light that I see flashing through the aura. And emerald green is the light of healing. It means that you are being strengthened physically as well as energy for healing others is channeling through you. So you're getting healing and going to be giving healing as well, okay? So the Sedona to me seems very empowering for you right now. And so if you do have a chance to go there, I would encourage it.
I've been there, but I would like to go back. And
Okay.
give it more time.
Sure that,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it'll be in the new year, probably first quarter of 2019,
Okay, sure.
Also, Fletcher keeps saying Virginia Beach here for you. It looks like you may be going to the Edgar Cayce Institute there, the ARE.
Wow.
Are you familiar with that?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I see you traveling there also. So I think you're going to get in a lot more travel this year, and I do feel like it will lead you into not only prosperity but greater spiritual strength and physical strength as well. Okay.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Fletcher's interrupted me. I have to do. When I was a young psychic, I have to tell you, I was trained in the spiritualist church.
Yes.
And my teacher used to come up to me, and like when I would first do readings, I'd be all like hunched up over the desk, and I'd be going, and she said, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Shh, I gotta concentrate." And she said, "Bob, you're doing it all wrong. It's not about your energy." She said, "You're only the channel. The spirits do all the hard work."
Right.
She told me, and I want you to lean back in your chair, put your feet up on the desk, lay back with a pillow behind your head, and now do your reading. I was like, what? So when I did that, all of a sudden I could hear their voices and all the information flowed. So she said to me, when you read, you said, don't worry about what you think. You get out of the way. You just tell what they tell. They know more than you. And I believe that.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm listening to Fletcher. I'm telling you it's true, yeah. Now Fletcher's asking me to tell you, he wants me to stop and talk about the past life energy here. He said it's important to understand a little more about your soul journey.
Sure.
Because it's going to come into play here. So let me see where you've been. Hold on a second. Okay. Show me. Take me there. Oh, interesting. One of your former lives was actually in ancient Atlantis. And you're an Atlantean reincarnated. And Fletcher says that when you were in Atlantis, he said that you were a judge. You did legal work. And he said that you were chosen as a judge because you had clarity of thought. And he said it wasn't based on written law as much as intuitive law. So people would come before you and you could see into their soul. And you would say, you know what, you're being dishonest or you're being greedy or whatever. And you would do cases. And people all over Atlantis had great respect for you. Huh. It's interesting. In that lifetime, you had what they call you had a leadership theme and an advocate theme.
Okay.
So you would advocate on the behalf of people who were, downtrodden or oppressed. And people felt you were so powerful that they respected your judgment. Like if you set a judgment on something, nobody challenged you. They would just say, yes, okay, we'll go with it.
Wow.
Why this is important is that Fletcher said you're carrying over from Atlantis. He said you're carrying memories of that ability to see clearly and to cast judgment. And not that you're here to judge people, but you're here to speak truth to people and to speak it in love and power. And I feel like this year, what they're showing me is that this year, you're going to kind of draw off Atlantean past life energy. So you may suddenly have amazing clarity and insights. Like you might go to a business meeting, you sit around a table with 4 or 5 people, and suddenly you might get the feeling that guy over there in the corner is totally untrustworthy. He's going to take the money and run. And they're saying to me, you can trust your judgment, that you're judging righteously, not out of arrogance or assumption.
Right.
So just remember that. That's going to be an important part of your success. And that will help you to maneuver through the various transactions you're going to do.
Good.
And it's going to bring you success. So that's one of your former lives. And Fletcher said, yes, tell him that he has also a leadership theme coming over in this. But definitely leadership energy. You know, when you have a leadership life theme, it really means like you're going to do much better by running your own business. I mean, you're a great person. I know you're good at working with people, but you really need to be in the leadership role. You know, you're not going to be the average worker.
Is Fletcher allowed to tell me what my themes are now?
Yeah, well, right now you have, yes, you do have, as I said, the leadership theme is part of this life as well, okay?
Okay.
And you also have in this life, one of your other life themes is a communicator life theme.
Uh-huh.
And so you have communicator, you have leader, what's the other one? Oh, that's it. You have 3 life themes. And he said you have a visionary life theme. Visionary, isn't that interesting? So visionary means that you'll have a vision of things that you're going to manifest that nobody will get. That makes sense to me that he said that, because now I understand
What does Fletcher think of me trading equities and stock? Because I love doing that, because that's kind of visionarying the future. I'm predicting or what does he think about that? My trading as a side business or whatever.
Sure. Fletcher's giving you 2 thumbs up, which is a good sign. It's like
good.
So yes, he said you're in tune with it. And this is interesting. He just said to me, he said, Jim will generate success and wealth because he will be able to use it wisely and share it with others.
Great.
So you are going to make a lot of money here in the coming years. And he keeps doing 1, 2, 1, 2. So the next 2 years are really power years for you.
Uh-huh.
And, the economy has been in a little bit of hold the last few years here, but we're really stepping into a much stronger time. And on your personal chart, you've got prosperity, and as I said, the country's going to start to pick up. So you got doubly success right now.
On the flip side, Fletcher knows that I'm actually better at shorting the market when it goes down, which I think will be in 2019. Does he agree?
Yeah. Fletcher says that he says your sense of timing, this is his voice, he says his sense of timing is always in divine order.
Okay.
So, they're going to help you to generate prosperity. Now, a lot of people say, oh, you can't have the spirits help you make money. Yes, you can. Because they know who has the ability to handle the wealth. So the money that you make, because you're very spiritual, you're going to get blessings because they know that you can be trusted with it to bless others.
Good.
Fletcher said, yes, he said we will help him to see and know the timing. As we hit August going forward, you're going to see the manifestation increase in a way that will be very, very joyful for you. Okay. Hold on. There's another past life he wants to see.
Good.
Let me see what... Oh, isn't that interesting? Do you know that your most recent life... And this is so funny. You were actually connected to a family out of Boston, a well-to-do family.
Uh-huh.
And I believe you were actually a stockbroker.
Huh.
But what happened is you died right after 1929, the stock market crashed. Now, you didn't commit suicide. You just, unfortunately, had a freak accident. You literally fell off of a horse and fractured your neck.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
Well, I already became a stockbroker years ago, so anyway, but go ahead. I'm sorry. Oh.
Oh, okay. Well, isn't that interesting? Well, the thing is, why this is important is Fletcher said that had you lived, he says that you have a soul connection to, you had psychic gifts in life, and you also had met Edgar Casey at some point.
Wow.
And he said that Edgar Casey gave you a life reading in that life before you died. And Edgar Casey, from what they're telling me, told you that you would go on and be successful, but that you had to cross through a time of danger. I think from what he's saying that you were actually warned about you could be injured in an accident. I think you did polo or steeplechase riding. Okay, now, what's interesting to me about that, though, is that when the stock market crash came, you actually knew about it like months ahead of time.
Yes.
And you actually were able to diversify so that you personally, your family, did not lose a lot of money. You may have moved it over to metals or gold, or I don't know how you did it. But the reason why this is important is what they're telling me is that you did it before. You saved your family from distress. Unfortunately, you didn't get to live long enough to enjoy seeing you guys survive the Depression era.
Right.
But this is one of the reasons that you're back, because your vision, and I really mean this, your vision is going to save a lot of people in the future, a lot of grief. So you're going to not only make money for yourself, I believe you'll be an advisor to others as well that will prevent them from losses.
Well, it's amazing because I'm pretty sure the market's going to crash soon in my lifetime again, so I want to be there.
Well, let me tell you that is amazing to hear you say that, because one of the things I was going to tell you, and I haven't put this out publicly because I don't want to create terror and panic.
Of course.
But I do believe we're headed for a major financial disaster.
Yeah, 19, I think.
Yeah, and so I don't want to put that out there, but I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. Now, the good thing is, I do believe that you are here, and you've been given your visionary gifts and your leadership and your communication in order that you can help people maneuver through this. And I believe that, not only are you gifted as a vision, I believe you're a light worker. And light workers come into the earth to kind of transform and bring, new light. So if we are destined towards another crash, which I think you're right on that, you may be able to greatly reduce it or have a major influence. And I have to tell you, I feel this also ties into your communicator gift, because I feel like at some point you're going to be doing seminars or teaching, like maybe writing a book and then doing lectures, and it's somehow part of that is connected to financial well-being.
Right.
So I want you guys to think about that, because I see you as being more dynamic. You're not going to just be behind the desk. You're going to be in front of people in the future here. And so I think you're a good communicator. I think you'll be fine at it. It might sound a little strange today, but you'll be a natural at it, I'm telling you.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
I need I need practice, put it that way.
All right, good. I'm glad to hear that, because I really see that around you. And I think you're going to be very successful at it. You're again going to manifest prosperity despite what happens with the market. You are going to shield yourself and protect yourself and diversify and do all that stuff in the right way and in the right time. So don't let anybody, whether it's from a Wall Street guru or even me, talk you out of doing what you know you've got to do. Okay?
Right.
So I think you're like one of these people. It's like, I don't have to talk to you. I'm just going to put you in the world and you'll be awesome. Send you out in the world. You'll do your own thing. You'll be perfect. Yeah. So Fletcher said these are two of your lives. How many? Oh my God. Fletcher said you've had over 90 former lives. So yeah, you're old. So you've been around a lot of incarnations.
Nice. 90? How many?
Over 90 lives. He said.
It's funny. My mother is a devout Catholic. She doesn't believe in past lives, so we kind of, cordially go back and forth about that. But I'm like, she'll find out when she crosses, eventually.
Oh, she will, believe me. The reason I have to tell you this, the reason why I believe in reincarnation is I had a near-death experience. I died in a car accident.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, about 20 years ago, I had a very bad car accident, which I'll tell you another time when we're offline. That's a long story. But what happened was when I died, I literally floated out of my body.
Sure.
And I saw the whole thing. And when I went into the light, there were all these people greeting me. And people came up to me and were talking to me.
Yeah.
Now, if you ask me today who they are, I have no idea.
Okay.
But when I was over there, I knew who they were, and I knew their connection to a former incarnation that I was in.
Ah, right. That's confirmation.
It was amazing to me. And so I was like, wow, there really is reincarnation. And I came out of a more traditionalist, spiritualist background where they don't teach reincarnation either.
Yeah.
And in traditional spiritualism, they say you die, you go to the spirit world. Now it's changing, but back in my day, I think like 20 years ago, it was more just like that. So that changed it for me. And you definitely had a lot of lives. And I feel like you're drawing off that energy, so it is come over with you, and it's going to help you now. Okay. What's that? Okay. Hold on, let's just talk.
Okay.
Sure. Okay. We've got some spirit guides back here that want to come in and speak to you.
Sure.
Let me see back here for you. Hold on just a second.
Tell them I only got 13 minutes.
Don't worry about the time. I have a little break after you, so if we go a little over. Unless you have to be somewhere.
No, not at all.
We go a little. Sometimes it happens when I read. Okay, hold on. Who is that? Bring them forward. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, I know who this is. You have a very powerful Native American guide here. You probably know who this is. His name is Chief White Eagle.
Okay.
And he's a very powerful, and he used to channel through a lot of mediums back in the 1930s. But he's here for you. Barbanel, okay, he said to me, I'm here with Barbanel. I said, who's Barbanel? Maurice. Oh, I know who he is, yes. Okay, I've got two people here for you. White Eagle is here with Maurice Barbanel. Maurice Barbanel was a British medium back in the 1930s.
Uh-huh.
And he said that he would visit Barbanel during his seances. So both of them are here. White Eagle's asking me to tell you that he said that he is giving you some physical healing as well, okay? They keep drawing me down here to your lower back area. I feel there's a hot spot in that area that needs to be monitored, okay?
Okay.
Feels like there's a borderline pinched nerve or something, but you might want to work with a doctor or chiropractor. Just have your back looked at, okay? White Eagle said we're strengthening him so that he can walk many miles and stand and talk to many people.
Okay.
So they're giving strength to you as well. And I hear Barbanel. Hi, Maurice, I can hear you. Thank you. Maurice is just popping in here. Maurice says to tell me, he said, not all mediums sit around seance tables. And he says you can be a medium even in your market dealing houses and stocks. So he says that you're a medium as well. He said he's just a different type of medium. So they want to acknowledge your gifts of mediumship. And he said, in the words he said, it's funny because he's British and he talks in a British way.
Right.
And he says, there, oh boy. He says, make the numbers crunch and let the dollars roll. So he said it. Let the numbers crunch and let the dollars roll. Okay, so that's from Maurice Barbanel. He said that he is going to help you to access your visionary gifts as well. He's pointing to your third eye, and he said he definitely has third eye power. Oh, he's handing me something. What is this? Oh, it's not lovely. He's giving me a book, and he says that you must read this book.
Okay.
This is a book that he wrote. It's called This is Spiritualism.
Okay.
This is by Maurice Barbanel, Barbanell, Barbanel. Okay, so he wants you to have the book. He's also giving me a stone here. What is this? Oh, it's a blue quartz. That's interesting. Oh, sorry, I misinterpreted. Blue chalcedony. I'm looking at a stone up close. I'm like, it doesn't look like quartz. It's smoother. He says blue chalcedony. So he's giving you that gem from Spirit. He said this is the stone that will work for you to access your third eye more strongly.
Okay, I'll look that up. I'll get one. So I call my spirit guys Idiamba. I guess that's not their names. Do they care if I call them Idiamba?
You can call them whatever you want.
Well, I know their names now. Yeah?
Maurice is laughing because he said, I've never been called that, but I like it. So he doesn't mind. You can call whatever you want to call them.
Well,
In fact, I have to tell you, you've got around you a lot more guides than I probably can get, because the average person has two bands of guides. They have an inner band, which is about 10 to 12 guides, and then an outer band, which is like 20 to 30 or more guides.
Oh, goodness.
So
Wow.
you can only get a few probably, but the ones that you've been connecting with, I'd say don't discard their advice,
Yeah.
because they're all working with you. Hold on, I got our voice talking back here. Who is that? Oh, it's her. Bring her in. Yeah. Okay. Doris Stokes has been working with me over the last year. She was a British medium, and she's here as well. Hi, Doris. I can hear you. Oh, isn't that interesting? Doris says to tell you, she said, tell him we're taking the cotton out of his ears. She said that when you were younger, that you actually had the gift of clairaudience, being able to hear spirit voices.
Huh.
And she says to tell you, she said, you're going to start hearing us again. And so you're going to start getting literally like voices, and you might think somebody's in your house. Don't panic. She's helping you to open that energy. Okay? So when talks to you about you have also clairaudience to hear spirit voices.
Did any of them call me, like, I would be sleeping or about waking up, and I would get waken up from a voice saying, Jim, and of course nobody was around. Was that them or just...
Yep, that's them. Yeah, she said, she's looking at me. She said, yes, that's it. She said, we'll try not to upset you.
Is that because they wanted me to get up and start the day, or they're testing my ears?
They're testing. She said testing.
Oh, okay.
She just said testing. So don't be afraid of it. This is testing. They're trying to figure out your frequency. Okay.
All right, turn it on.
Yeah, well, yeah, so you might want to look up Doris Stokes as well. She's going to be working with you to help you with that.
Okay.
Also.
Got it.
Okay. Hold on. Just bringing over somebody else here. I'm getting a man here around you. I want to place this on the father's side of the family here. I think this is a father or grandfather. I'm having a little trouble getting him in here. I feel like he's very close to you. This feels very fatherly around you. Is your father crossed over?
Is he tall?
Yes, this man to me says, I can only see him in outline. I'm not getting a lot of features, but I'm getting him thin and tall. And I don't see a lot of hair in his head. His head looks smooth at the top. But it may just be the light, the way I'm seeing it.
No, I believe that's my father. He passed a year ago.
Okay, well, I think he's here. And what's interesting, I was going to say to you, I don't feel this man has been over a long time, because
Right.
I'm not getting like he's done this before
Right.
regularly.
Right.
And trying to, I'm here, hold on, let me see if I can hear him. He's trying to speak to me, but I'm just getting a whispering around.
Right.
I hear him saying James. And I don't know if that's his name or your name.
James.
But I almost feel like he's trying to be like, what's that?
James, that's my name, James.
Yeah, okay. Well, he's saying that to you. Okay, that's for you, yes. And he's also keeps patting his stomach and his chest area. And he's taking deep breaths here for me, like, and I get the sense at the time of crossing he was labored in his breathing. Could have been like congestive heart failure or emphysema of some sort or chest problem.
Okay.
Here. And he's not having that problem now. He's just doing that for me. And he's also touching his stomach. And I feel there may have been an issue around him at death. Could even been like internal hemorrhaging or bleeding in some way as well, or blood clots, something like that.
Okay. Why did he put this shirt over his head right before he died? With my mom, he put a shirt over his head.
Let me see. Ask him that. Why did you do that?
He knew.
Hold on. I'm trying to go. he said that the light was bright. It scared him. He was seeing the spirit world.
Wow.
He was a little outside.
Amazing.
He was a little like, I don't know. He thought it would injure his eyes. He said, my eyes were afraid. I was afraid for my eyes.
Did he?
He was actually seeing the light of God.
Wow. Did he go to purgatory?
No, he went to heaven. He said, I didn't know that I would get to go there. He said, but they took me over. So I was not in purgatory.
Did the prayers of
Saint... going there was...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Did the prayers of Saint Bridget help that my mother said, said a year before?
Yes.
It did?
He said many people came to greet me. He had a mother and a father who were there for him as well, and he said there were various saints. He keeps showing me a picture. Yes, he said Bridget was there, and he says Saint Anthony was there as well.
Wow.
So the whole group that brought him over. He said somebody was praying. He said they were praying to Anthony also. So somebody in your family was calling on Saint Anthony. Saint Anthony has ported him over.
That's probably my mother. Yeah.
Okay, so he's thankful because he said he was shocked. He said I really wasn't ready for it. And he said the light, he said the light was so bright.
Wow.
And that's why he put the shirt. He thought it was going to burn his eyes. See, he was seeing with spirit eyes. Okay. Then
Yes.
I understand. Thank you. But he didn't know the difference because they seemed,
Sure.
He was literally going out of his body right.
Wow.
Didn't understand that.
Tell him I miss him. I love him. I love him. I miss him.
He said to tell you thank you. He said, I love you too. And he said to tell you, he said, I wish I wasn't so ornery with you. And he says that he wishes he were better to you. And he says, I love him. And he said, I just wish I had been more of a dad to him.
I thought he was great. He did nothing wrong,
Yeah, but he feels like in his heart he wanted to do more. I'm not accusing for that. That's how he perceives it.
That's okay. I was their fourth child. I was like, okay, tell him it was fine. I'm glad.
Well, he loves you. Now, is the oldest child a daughter? Do you have a sister that's older?
The oldest is a son, and I believe he came in his dream the other day. Is that true?
Yes. Because
Yeah.
he's asked me to talk about the oldest one. He said, my oldest one saw me.
Yes, that's true.
So that's one. That's he saw him, yes.
Awesome.
And he's been around all of the children, and he says to tell you, he said, if you'll let me, he said, I'd like to help you going forward.
Of
He
course.
said that he feels that he could help from the spirit side to help you. And he said that he has visited you at night. He said that
Yes.
he said, I don't want to disturb, but he said, I walked through the house.
Okay, good. Yeah, I've seen him. Yeah. In dreams.
He asked me to go get it. Correct.
Wow.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Doris says he has to give it. He's weak now. It's drained him to come over.
Sure, that's okay. Send him back. Get him strength. Okay.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
He love to your mom as well. And he said that he talked to her as well.
Okay.
And he just said to me, he said, I was a challenge to her. God bless her. She's a saint. He just threw some presents over here on the table.
Oh, okay.
All this love. He gave your mom some blue carnation flowers. Like carnations, they dye them colors.
Uh-huh.
These are blue carnations he's giving to her.
Okay.
And he just threw over to you. This is interesting. It looks like a ring. Like, I don't know if it's his wedding ring or like one of his... Almost looks like a Masonic ring.
Is he going to help me find my wife?
He said, he said, you're on your own for that one.
All right.
He's laughing. He said that in a joking way.
Yeah.
He said, you tell him I'm helping him with anything he needs. That's what he did.
Okay, that's his sense of humor.
All right. He stepped in. Thank you, Doris.
Thank you, Doris.
Yeah, wonderful.
That's awesome.
Isn't that lovely? Hold on, I got another voice back here. You got a lot of people here.
Okay.
Who is that? Oh, yes, I hear her. Yes, thank you, Fletcher. Fletcher's like, are you paying attention? Fletcher's like, because I'm so excited about your dad. I tell you, I get as excited about the spirits that come as you do, because I just love meeting them. Rose is back here for you. Fletcher said, don't you hear Rose talking? Hi, Rose, I hear you, girl.
Hi, Rose. Awesome.
Oh, my God. Rose has put on her finest gown for you. you.
Oh, thank you, Rose.
And she's wearing a dress from, who designed that? She says Oscar de la Renta.
Oh! Well, didn't she live in the 20s? Wasn't she around in the 20s or early?
Yeah, she did. She died in the 40s, but she
okay.
was born in the early, late 1800s, early 1900s.
Okay.
But yeah, and she showed me her best gun. She said to me, she said, Jim's a man who appreciates style, and therefore I wore the best.
Ah, that's true.
And so she likes that, and she's serving you a martini. And so she says, she wants you to have a martini. She said it was the big drink in her day, and she wants you to have one.
Thank you. That's awesome.
Now, yes, she's putting out here in front of you a tray. It's a silver tray, and it's got some envelopes on it. Let me see what this is. Oh, isn't that beautiful? There's an envelope here. This looks like it's a formal invitation that's coming for you. This looks like it's kind of a formal dinner or like a business charity event of some sort.
Okay.
And it says on the envelope September around it, so it looks like it'll be around that time. And I believe you're going to be invited to kind of a big charity event where there's a lot of powerful business people. And Rose said, she says, I'm getting him ready for this big event. He'll meet important people that he needs to know. So if you get an invitation to go to a charity event,
yes,
please attend it.
Okay.
It's going to be important. She
Awesome.
says West Palm Beach. Do you know where that is?
Oh, of course. That's very luxurious. That's like Donald Trump area. No doubt.
Okay.
Tiger
well,
Woods?
She says it's going to be. So you may have to travel if it's not near you.
Yeah, that's fine. That's not fine. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Rose. What's that? Oh, let me see. Oh, okay. You also showed me another envelope here. And it looks like there's also another invitation. This is going to be a lawn party. It's like a barbecue or something. I believe this will be in July or August here. She said before the summer's up. This is something, I don't think you know this person. This is the strange part about it, is that it's not one of your friends, but it's somebody, it's like a friend of a friend.
Right.
And so a friend of yours, she's going to say, oh, so-and-so's throwing a party, you've got to be there. Go ahead and go. You won't know the people, but you'll love it. It'll be an outdoor party, like a pool party or a lawn party.
Right.
Some type of party like that.
Okay.
You know, but it's not just like, you know, friends. It's like kind of formal. So you'll have to wear a suit, even though it's a pool party. But it'll be very nice. So she wants you to be at that. She said, I'm getting him ready. She just brought out a clothing rack. And she's showing me beautiful suits and ties and jackets. And she says, I'm putting him in linen for these outdoor events. So you might want to look through your wardrobe, see if you have any linen.
Of course. I just got a linen shirt. Yeah. Yeah. Tell her thank
that's what she's telling me about linen for you. So, you know, Rose, she's fashionista. I trust her fashion advice. She says that I believe it. So she wants you to start wearing linen. She said it will be perfect for the people you're meeting at this event.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
All right. Thank you, Rose. She's showing me some ties as well. She said she's getting you fine silk ties. And she's showing me a box. Actually, there's a few of them. On the first box, this is weird. She says he must wear a Brioni tie. So I don't really know about Brioni ties, but you might want to research that because
I will.
learn about Brioni. And I think that the reason why is she said, one, it looks good on you, and she said, two, the people you're with will recognize the quality. Appreciate it.
Okay.
So it's not just designer just to wear it, it's because it commands a message that you will carry.
Right. Great.
Okay, thank you, Fred.
All right.
Oh, Rose is also asking me to tell you as well that she's going to help you also with your dreams as well.
Who?
And
Who?
she says Rose is going to help you do dream interpretation.
Oh, okay.
And she says that the spirit world is trying to bring messages through dreams, and she said, I'll help you remember the dream.
Okay. I used to write them down. And you know, they always don't make sense, and then, you know, nothing materialized, so I stopped.
Okay, well, now you're entering into a new time, and she's going to be directly helping you.
Okay, good.
So,
Good.
time to revisit that.
Sure.
Thank you, Rose.
Thank you, Rose.
All right.
I read her book. I read your book on her, so that was tell I loved the book she helped you write, really. So.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so honored that you read that. You know,
Yeah.
I'm always touched when people read my book. book.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm so glad I wrote that book because it captured that time in my life that was so amazing, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And it's been with me ever since. Thank you, dear. All right, she said she's got to finish her cocktail and go somewhere. So
Wow.
I'm not getting out of weakness right now around you, but I didn't know if you had any questions for me, anything I could answer.
All right, I'll do a speed round because I know we're getting, am I going to be moving permanently or just bouncing back and forth? Key West, Tampa, Jacksonville, New York, New Jersey, we'll do a lightning round here.
Well, right now I'm seeing you stay in Florida, so
Okay.
I don't think you're going to do a major move at this time, but I do see there's other travel spots for you.
Okay.
Probably in 2019 there may come up an opportunity to move, but again, I still think you're going to be in Florida.
Okay, that's good. Let's see. Well, what's up with my last girlfriend? Just briefly.
Yeah, well, you know, I have to tell you, part of the struggle around that relationship
Yeah.
is that I feel like you've been really doing a lot of soul growth over the last 2 years.
I have.
And I feel like, you know, I have to be honest, I don't feel like she was ready to grow with you. And I think that this came to a place where it's like, and please forgive me, I'm not trying to sound mean, but I feel like she's more interested in you for material things rather than for partnership.
Uh-huh.
And so when she felt your soul growth, that didn't appeal to her. It's not that you're a bad person or ugly or
Right.
anything. It's that the energy is different than what she was looking for. And it's painful, but honestly, even if you had stayed with her, you would have probably, I feel, broken up this year
Yeah.
or even next year.
It wouldn't have lasted, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Your older soul, see?
Yes.
And
Yeah, she was behind.
yeah, older soul.
Yeah. She was behind.
I'm sorry about that, but in terms of romance going forward for you, I do feel there will be another relationship for you, but I'm not seeing it till the end of this year, closer to December.
That's fine.
And December is where I feel like you're beginning for you.
Okay.
The person I'm getting, if you want to know about this,
Yeah, go ahead.
getting a woman, I feel like she's blonde-haired. She has some connection to like yoga or Tai Chi, like she does.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She might actually be a teacher of those.
Nice.
Or do some sort of discipline in that area.
In Florida, obviously, somewhere?
Yeah, it'll be in Florida. She's local to you.
Oh, cool.
So you might want to check out your local yoga studios. I kind of feel like she's working at one, or you meet her there. And she's really, I feel like she's very motivated. Like she actually owns a studio.
Oh,
So I think she's like your equal because she's a business owner.
Right.
And she's motivated to run this. She's not dumb. She knows how to do that. And I think it'll be a great balance for you.
any initials?
Spiritual.
Any initials?
Yeah, there's an L in the name, like Leanne or
Okay.
Lisa.
Okay.
So remember the letter L, and then there's another letter like a K. So it could be like, I don't know if it's a middle name, Kathleen or Catherine,
Right.
but I get an L K.
Okay. That's good.
Those, yeah.
Health-wise, anything that can work out?
Physically around, I gotta tell you, let me just scan through your body real quick here. I'm gonna start at the top of your head and work downwards, so just give me a minute here. Okay. Well, your sleep cycle definitely off. I'm getting a weird erratic pattern here in the sleep cycle around you. I also here, I want you to keep an eye because I'm getting an issue in the shoulder area here around you. I believe it's on the left shoulder. Sometimes I see mirror images of you saying, Bob, it's my right shoulder. Bear with me here. But I'm being drawn to the left shoulder. I want you to be very careful because I feel like you could lift something and tear something in that shoulder.
That's
Be very
true.
careful of how you're moving.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just getting
Thank
a
you.
problem in that area.
So you have to careful lifting weights. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm getting. Now, I'm listening to your heart. Your heart sounds very good. I have to ask you, did you have a heart murmur as a child? Because I hear a thing to me in the heart that sounds like, it's not that a problem, it's like healed itself, but I think when you were younger there was an irregularity in the heartbeat or like a murmur or something.
I'll ask my mother. I'm calling her later.
Yes, if you, find out. It's again, it's not a current issue. I
Right.
excuse a past issue. Some of that stuff shows up. Your lungs sound good to me. They sound good. Did you used to be a smoker?
Never, no.
Okay. The reason I say it is when I'm listening to your lungs. I know it sounds weird, but I go in the organ. I don't see like suet or tar like you're currently smoking, but I hear a raspiness as if you may have been a smoker. And if you're not a smoker, that can also indicate that as a younger person you may have an asthma condition, or you may have a mild asthmatic condition.
I had asthma as a little kid, but I grew out of it, so I may have
Okay,
remnants.
and that's what I'm getting. Okay.
Yeah, nice.
All right. Yeah. I don't see that resurfacing. That's why I said it was in the past.
Yeah,
So, okay.
yeah, good.
Yeah, your lungs are okay, but I would definitely, kind of keep an eye on it because I feel like you don't have ongoing asthma, but you may have an allergen that triggers an asthmatic sort of response.
Okay.
So next time we talk to your doctor, just ask them if you, could have a medicine to keep in an emergency. Okay. All right. And I also talked to you earlier. They were showing me about your lower back. So there's a little hot spot in the lower spine or infection, but I do get
Inflammation,
like an
yeah.
inflammation.
I have a weak back. My family wasn't blessed with like strong, big bones. My mother's back was an issue, so I think I inherited some weak back issues.
Okay. Well, one of the things that would I think be helpful for you, Jim, is also you might want to work with of course, see a medical doctor, but also I would encourage you to see an acupuncturist.
Okay.
The reason why is so much energy goes through our spine, our psychic energy as well as our physical energy.
Right.
That when you have a spot like I see in your back, sometimes it creates a blocked energy flow that acupuncture can redirect the current to bring healing. And that alone may help you. So I would explore it. And acupuncture, by the way, is not painful. I've done it. It's the little hairline needles.
I know, yeah, I'm familiar. I never had it done, but yeah, I'm not afraid of that. I'll definitely do it. I would do it. Absolutely.
Okay. I'm also being shown here on your right side. I want you to be careful with your hip area and your knee. I'm getting something that feels slightly out of alignment, as if you've injured that knee on the right side, on the outer side at some point.
Should I run a marathon? Should I run a marathon? I was thinking about running one.
I am to be honest right now, looking at this hip and knee,
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good idea.
I agree.
Unless, now let me paraphrase it, I work with a trainer. They may be able to strengthen that, because I don't know if it's an injury or it's just a weakness. I can't, for some reason, tell, but I do see an imbalance there.
Yeah.
You have that trainer look at it, too, because
Okay.
they know. The sports medicine people are as good as MDs.
Yes.
So much as, they really are. I also want you to keep an eye on blood sugar. I feel like there's a blood sugar issue that runs in your family on your father's side.
It could be, yeah.
And yeah, you could have a little bit elevated blood sugar. I'm not getting like full-blood diabetes, but
Right.
you may have just a regular blood sugar, so have that looked at. That's the worst I'm getting, right? I don't see cancer. Your
Yeah.
organs look fine.
Good.
No tumors that I'm getting. No, nothing like that. So I think you're here a long time.
Well, try to stay healthy. Try to,
Yeah,
work.
let's just keep working with it. 'Cause
Yeah.
you're on a good path right now.
Great.
You really are.
Thank you.
Okay.
Quick, not important, but a new car on the horizon in the next 6 months, a year. A car.
Oh yeah. Because remember I told you from August, once we get to September, that's where the money flow is really
Yeah.
clarified for you.
Yeah.
So I think in autumn is the best time to buy a car.
Okay.
Yeah. It's funny, Fletcher's guy's so crazy. He literally, I'm sitting here, if you can see what I see, he literally,
I wish.
through the wall came a car, and it's a red car, and it looks like a Mercedes, like a little sports coupe Mercedes. And Fletcher's like, here's his car.
Oh my God. Is it convertible?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Tell him it's a BMW. Yeah, ask him.
Is it Beamer? Okay, sometimes I get them confused when I read
It's a Beamer,
that,
right?
so- Yeah.
Okay.
He said it's a Beamer.
I love Fletcher. I love you, Fletcher. Well, I love everybody. I love them all that came through. I love them all. My father, everybody.
You're welcome. Well, when they bring it in physically, that's a sign to me that what's going to manifest.
Yeah.
So yeah, you are going to have a convertible car. car. It'll be very nice.
Yeah, yeah.
And so if you want a Beamer, go ahead and plan for it. I see the fall you getting it.
Okay. Yeah.
So you're ready for it. You see, the thing is, Jim, you're coming into your time of power now. And so the last year that's been a holding pattern for
Yes.
you is
Years.
pleasant,
Years.
you know?
Yeah.
But you're done with that now.
Yeah.
You're done with it. So you're ready to grow, you're ready to be blessed. And remember, the key is embracing your life theme. Okay?
Right.
Your communicator, your visionary. Well,
Right.
position this year. Okay. Did I answer those questions for you? Okay.
Yes, excellent. Just the December yoga instructor, business owner, is that a permanent thing, or is that a gap before whatever?
No, I feel like you're going into a long-term, stable, committed relationship.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it's going to be like somebody that you'll even want to marry at one point.
Okay.
You know.
All right.
And you're ready for that now. That's going to be part of the journey, because I don't see you traveling alone in your future. You're meant to be a partnership.
Oh,
Okay?
is there a boat? Yeah, is my friend gonna get a boat, or myself?
I don't see you getting a boat, I have to be honest right now. I
Okay.
think it's going to be, if anybody gets your friend. I see you going on boats, but I don't see you owning one, at least right now.
Right. Okay, that's fine. Good.
What's that Fletcher just been on the hell? He said he won't have time to upkeep a boat. Okay, you're going to be real busy. There
Yeah.
probably wasn't going to be a
That's true.
Okay, well, that's what he said, so.
Awesome.
Yeah, but hey, if you get the Beamer, that's all right. You get the Beamer, you get the girl, you can sacrifice the boat for now.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay? 2 out of 3 ain't bad, as they say.
No, not at all. Well, I have to thank you so much. That was great. My father came through. Fletcher Rose came through with her dress. That's awesome. I mean, this was great. I appreciate it.
Well, I am so honored that you took the time to sit with me, Jim, and I really thank you. And, I hope you'll keep watching my YouTube. And
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for your.
I love your horoscopes on Monday, and I usually like to get tune-ups, once or twice, at least once a year, but twice, like every 6 months. So you'll be hearing from me again on that. There's no doubt.
Well, I'm very honored, and I would love to read for you anytime you feel Spirit leads you. Then you just give me a call. We'll get you in. Okay.
Yes, super.
Well, listen, thank you for your time. I'm so pleased to sit with you. I had a great time, and I look forward to reading for you again.
Thank you.
Have a blessed night.
You have a blessed one
and
too.
enjoy the-
And thank everybody on the other side. I love them all.
I will.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you, Stuart. That's good night.
Thanks, Bob. Bye-bye.